Hi, today in today's presentation, we'll be focusing on personal finance impacts of COVID-19 pandemic. Next. We will first introduce ourselves, our team member. My name is Ethan. I have the skill of communication, PowerPoint research, technical skill, data analysis, problem solving. I'm currently enrolled in courses that fill for this presentation, such as financial econometry, financial psychology, microeconomic, and macroeconomic. Next.
Hi, my name is Farhana Yasmin. So I have a skill as like a PowerPoint presentations, also Zoom, also like slideshows, also so what I learned from this course is like I gained lots of like basic understanding of financial psychology, of our thoughts and emotions. I learned about the key financial psychology theories that explain why people make certain decisions. Also, I learned about like how to budgeting and money transportation strategies. I also learned about I explore different career as like financial therapy, including becoming a financial therapist and behavioral financial specialist. Next.
My name is Amy. So the skills I learned is understanding financial decision-making behaviors, also applying psychological principles to money management and analyzing how emotions impact financial choices. So relevant experience I did was I was able to develop strategy for healthier money habits. I also researched pandemic-related financial stress impacts and also studied why individuals may make poor money choices under stress.
Hello, my name is Precious Rodriguez. As a part of this class, I have developed basic financial psychology understanding. I've learned about different financial psychology theories, learned about new careers that are categorized under the financial therapy umbrella, such as a certified financial therapist, behavioral finance specialist, or a financial coach. I am completing a bachelor's in psychology, and I'm going to complete a minor in English. So I'm going to be specializing in reading, writing, and analyzing.
To guide our discussion, let's quickly look at our roadmap. First, we will start with an overview of the COVID-19, the financial crisis, and root cause vs the symptoms. Second, we will elaborate in many factors why government should care about the problem bringing by the COVID-19. They're explaining the behavior psychology and financial psychology in terms of micro and macro. Lastly, we will give out the recommendation based on evidence for actionable solution for government. Next. First, the COVID-19 pandemic triggered a simultaneous public health and economic crisis unlike any recent history. Looking into the right graph, we can see that a massive rapid job losses of unemployment rate reached 14.8 in April 2020, the highest rate since data collection began in 1948. Now, nearly 1 in 4 adults, for example, 24% say their household had trouble paying their bill, and about 1 in 3 adults, that's about 32%, say it has been difficult for their household to pay the usual household expenses during the pandemic. Next. Now we're looking at to the root cause and symptoms. The root cause for the crisis is due to the lockdown as well as the social distancing to contain the COVID-19 virus, as well as some pre-existing economics problems such as a lack of saving buffer for many households and wage extension. Some resulting financial issue or high unemployment rates, high income losses and instability, as well as business closure and revenue decline. Increasing debt, difficulty paying rents or mortgage or bills, depleting savings. Next. Now, why the government must care for the problem in terms of economic stability? When a large number of individuals face unemployment, income losses, and inability to meet the basic financial obligations, such as paying rent, mortgage, debt, or payments, it create ripple effect, bringing more unwanted result from one thing to another. Now, if individual financial problems lead to a massive default on loans, it can threaten the stability of financial institutions, like global financial crisis happened in 2008. Lastly, the trust in government ability to handle financial challenge during the crisis is linked to citizens' financial and general well-being. And why government must care in terms of public health? Many survey has consistently shown that although reporting symptoms of anxiety as well as the depressed disorder increased significantly during the pandemic, which oftentimes linked to job loss, income loss, and fear of getting sick, which result in absence of the job. Financial stressors are well documented contribute to the poor mental health. Moreover, the pandemics accelerate these issues and widespread financial insecurity can lead to greater demand for mental health service, straining the healthcare system, and might further lead to a lose trust in government.
So now we are going to go over why the government must care, future preparedness. The COVID-19 pandemic exposed deep vulnerabilities in household financial stability. Without addressing these underlying issues, such as low levels of emergency savings, high debt burdens, and income insecurity, the population will remain ill prepared for the financial shocks of future pandemics. Natural disasters exacerbated by climate change or other economic downturns. Who was impacted the most? Those who were impacted the most were low wage and service industry workers. They faced job losses, reduced hours, and financial insecurity during the pandemic. Many lacked emergency savings or access to benefits like paid sick leave, disproportionately affected due to limited remote work options, higher risk of exposure to COVID-19 while continuing to work in person, and slower recovery and fewer protections come. Who was impacted the most? Small and medium business owners as well. The pandemic and associated restrictions led to a massive number of small business closures. The number of active business owners in the US dropped by 3.3 million, which is 22% between February and April 2020, the largest decrease on record. Even by June 2020, the number of active business owners remained significantly lower than pre pandemic levels. Women were also impacted the most as women's jobs were 1.8 times more vulnerable to the crisis than men's jobs globally. In the US, women particularly those without a college degree suffered more job losses than men. The pandemic significantly increased the burden of unpaid care, which is disproportionately carried by women. School and daycare closures forced many mothers to reduce work hours or leave the workforce entirely to care for children. One study found that one-third of working mothers in two-parent households reported they were the only ones providing care for their children, compared to one-tenth of working fathers. Also, households with pre-existing debt. Households that entered the pandemic with existing debt, particularly those with lower incomes, were more vulnerable to the financial shocks caused by job loss or income reduction. Even before COVID-19, a significant portion of the US population, especially those with lower incomes, reported being unable to pay all bills on time and struggled with manageable debt levels.
So here are application of course materials. So we have three key psychology concepts. So the first one is financial psychology. Stress messed up money choices. So people either spend money without thinking, and this can cause money anxiety, even trust in banks. For behavioral finance, some stick to old spending habits, so while others chase popular stock. This results in markets going crazy and causing cash shortage. The third is financial therapy, so people can develop unhealthy money beliefs. They need more help in fixing their money mindset after the COVID trauma. So these mental effects may explain why many struggle. So financial psychology for micro-level behaviors. The pandemic can trigger widespread fear and uncertainty about health, employment, and the future, leading to significant financial anxiety and stress. So this emotional turmoil directly impacted individuals' ability to make rational financial decisions, sometimes leading to impulsive actions or conversely decision paralysis. So many experience psychological distress due to the pandemic's threat to their finance. And they may also face with income shocks, job losses, or reduced work hours, and many individuals were forced to alter their spending. This often meant cutting back on discretionary spending and prioritizing essentials, so the new normal styles of living with increased reliance on digital service for consumption and banking can also shape spending patterns. And these individual behavior, when integrated, had profound effects for the broader economy. So the macro level behavior, so they have collective cuts in discretionary spending shift demand, so decline in traveling or dining, or even growth in online retail and home entertainment. For the sexual imbalance emerge with some industries struggling while others thrive. The behavior finance for micro, so the fear of losses may have driven panic selling and investments, or conversely, an unwillingness to invest even when markets recovered. So observing others panic buying essential goods, rushing into certain stocks influence individual decision. And for Marco, the collective impact of individual biases contributes to significant stock markets volatility, especially in the early stages of pandemic. So in the initial panic, there was a collective move towards holding cash and the most liquid assets, disrupting financial markets until central banks intervene.
For aggressive tax policies, I believe it's important to implement tax reforms that ensure high-income individuals and large corporates pay their fair share. There includes closing loopholes and eliminating unfair tax breaks that benefit the ultra-wealthy. Increasing taxes on top earners' capital gains and large estimate can help create a more balanced and equitable tax system. So the revenue generated from these reforms can be investigated in areas benefit everyone. That is called quality public educations, modern infrastructure, essential social programs like healthcare, housing, and childcare. So, like overall goal is to reduce the growing wealth gap, promote economic fairness, and create more opportunity for all Americans. A more inclusive and balanced economy is stronger for everyone. Next. So my next slide is encourage emergency savings account. So one important policy I support is helping individual and families creating emergency savings account. Even a small savings can make a big difference during unexpected events like medical emergency or job loss. Having an emergency savings help people avoid going into debt and reduces financial stress. Study shows that every saving just like $250 to like 100,000 can significantly lower the chance of needing a loan or pulling money from a retirement account salary. So these policies can provide the families with more financial stability and peace of mind, especially during times of crisis. Next. Next. So my next slide is like support a small and medium business. On the key lesson from the pandemic is the importance of supporting small and medium businesses, especially those owned by minorities and women. These business are disproportionately affected and often lack the resource to recover quickly during the pandemic. So that's why it's important to continue strengthening the program that improves access to the capital and support. Also, like government programs should not only provide a financial assistance like loans and grants, but also offer technical support such as helping with business planning, digital tools, and membership. Next, 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 next.
Wait, are you able to see the next slide?
No, I didn't. Should I do this now? I can see it now.
Oh, okay. How about
Should
now?
should I do it? No, I didn't do the expand axis. This one.
Yeah, it's on here. Are you guys able to see it? Like,
Yeah, right now. You can do it. I will edit out this part. Just send me the recording.
okay.
So should I do it now? This one.
Yeah, do it, do it.
Okay. So my next slide is expand access to financial counseling and education. So providing free or low cost financial counseling is essential to help individuals build financial confidence and security. This service empowers people to make informed financial decisions, manage debt effectively, improve their credit score, and create a strong foundation for long-term financial health. Financial literacy plays a big role too. By promoting it, we help people learn how to create and stick to a budget, money savings, and work toward long-term goals like retirement, buying a home, or paying for education. It also helps individuals avoid common financial profit like falling into high interest debt or overspending, which can prevent future financial stress and hardship. So everyone should have a financial counseling and education. How can they spend their money and so they won't face this critical situation. Next. Should I do the last part?
I guess just say thank you. That's all for the thing.
Yeah. So thank you so much. This is our the presentation. Thank you.